Thank you so much. There's Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Great to see you. Thank you for joining. If you've got, please feel free to turn your cameras on. There's Stuart and Jill. Hi, Stuart and Jill. Thanks for joining. There's Jimmy and Elma. Kathy Mullen. Hello there. Andrew Perry. Big, massive welcome to everybody. We're just giving a minute or two for people to come on. While you're waiting, could you just pop in the chat your name and what country you're joining from, and also how you're connected to the village. So just in the chat for a minute or two as people are coming in, if you could just pop your name. We're hoping Mme Soliette's going to join us with the children. That's the plan. But as they say, TIH, this is Haiti, and anything can happen. So we're just going to see what happens today. But we'll give a few minutes. Yeah, while you're waiting, just go in the chat, put your name on. Tell us where you're joining from, what city, what country, and if you've been to the children's village, and if not, how you're connected. We've got Kathy Mullen in New Brunswick, Canada. My daughter Natalie, oh, and there we go, Natalie. It's on the board, and all of my daughters have visited the children's village. Thank you, Kathy, for joining us. David Montgomery, Toledo, Ohio, USA. Welcome. A big, massive welcome to you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's lovely to see you all. We've got Ralph Anderson joining us. Where's Ralph from? California. Yay. And Michelle Chamberlain, my husband and I have been connected since shortly after the beginning. And they produced Journey of a Yes. So big shout out to Caleb and Michelle Chamberlain and some beautiful children I can just see in the corner there. Andrew Perry, welcome from Dunfermline, Scotland.
Thank you.
Welcome, Andrew. Jim and Elma Dow's from Scotland and have visited the village. Welcome, Mum and Dad. Matt Bromley from California, USA. And they're all coming in now. Stuart and Hannah, 10 years to the day since I first arrived in Laganaft to meet with Mme Soliette. 10 years to the day. That's amazing, Stuart. Well, listen, we're just going to start with a little icebreaker, and I've got a little quiz, and hopefully this will work, okay? So just give me a wee second as I share my screen, and hopefully this will work. So if you have a mobile phone or some device, if you go to menti.com, just go to menti.com if you've got a mobile phone, and you just pop in the code 338384442. So just go to menti.com. We've got a little quiz, 5 questions. It's just a little icebreaker. So you just go to menti.com and enter the code, which is 338384442, and we're just going to give you a little chance to answer a few questions about Haiti. So hopefully menti.com and 338384442. So just pop in there as well. You may have done it in the chat already. Just pop in what city and country you're from, and hopefully you'll see that come up on your mobile phone. It's menti.com. Enter the code 3383, New Brunswick, Canada. There we go. It's working. Great. Scotia, Pennsylvania. We'll just give a few minutes. Menti.com on your mobile phone. California and Scotland. About Dayton, I saw somewhere. A minute. We're going to go on to the next question. So if you've not yet joined, welcome. Menti.com. Enter the code 338384442, and Dunfermline, Scotland. There we go. So we've got a mixture of USA, Canada, and Scotland at the moment, and hopefully Haiti as well. Next question is: have you visited the children's village in Haiti? Yes or no? Let's see. Okay, give it a wee minute just for figures to come in there. So 71% have visited the children's village. Though that makes sense. Those that have visited the village are more likely to be connected on the virtual event. So welcome. And if you've not been, even more impressive. Thank you for joining us today. So 71% have visited the village. Let's go to our next one. Right, I think you have to enter your name at this point. And we're getting ready for 5 quick questions, okay? So you may have to enter your name. And let's just give it a go. So you've got to answer fast to get more points, okay? How many children attend Okipe school every day? Answer as fast as you can to get more points. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the correct answer is 310. 310 children is incredible. And 4 people got that right, so well done to you. If you're in the board, then we've got a wee bit of an extra advantage. So hopefully everyone on the board got that right. Question 2 of 5. Okay, here we go. Answer fast to get more points. Are you ready? What is the capital city of Haiti? Remember, as fast as you can. Capital city. Now, we expect 100% correct answer here. But there's a few trick question answers in there. Everyone has voted. 11 got it right. Port-au-Prince, and there's a few cheeky ones thrown in there. If you've just joined in, welcome. We're currently on Minty.com using the code 338-38442. It's not too late to join in. If not, you can just wait to the end of this quiz. We've only got 3 questions left. Okay, are you ready for the next one? Question 3 of 5. Let's go. The percentage living on less than $1.90 a day in Haiti. What is the percentage that lives on less than $1.90 a day? 74%, 54, 44, or 34? And the correct answer is 54%, which is incredible, isn't it? 1 person got that right, so well done to you. Congratulations, whoever that was. I'm sure we'll see the scoreboard at the end. Okay, next question. But isn't that incredible, that percentage of people to live on less than $1.90 a day? Unbelievable. Answer fast to get more questions. What is the population of Haiti? 5.1, 8.1, 10.1, or 12.1 million? What do you reckon? Scotland's about 5 million. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got 7 going for 8.1, and the correct answer is 10.1 million. So double the population of Scotland. There we go. And finally, for our last question, question 5 of 5. Okipe is a Haitian Creole word for what? To lift up, to help out, to look out, or to look after. What do you reckon? Ten went for to look after, and that is the correct answer. So well done. We're most impressed. We have to give a shout out to the marketing team, whoever that is, for getting that message across. Excellent. Okay, let's see what the scores are. Let's see who's on the leaderboard. And Deanna Stanley, I think, is looking like the leader. Well done. Let's give a round of applause to Deanna Stanley. Deanna Stanley is actually Okipe in-person rep. So yeah, we would, well done. You've got some insider knowledge there. So listen, massive welcome to you. My name is Aaron. I served as the Okipe chair for some time. And now it's been taken over by Amy. We're going to ask everyone on the team just to introduce themselves. So we're going to start with Amy.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Amy, and I live in New Brunswick, Canada, so on the East Coast. I have been involved with Mme Soliette in the Children's Village since 2011, and I am super excited to be the chairperson of the board now as of this past fall. And I look forward to getting to know you guys a little bit more, and it's been great working with the team.
Amy's doing an absolutely incredible job. Let's go to Deanna now. If you could introduce yourself, Deanna, please.
Hey, I'm Deanna, and I'm from South Carolina, and I first visited the Children's Village 10 years ago, And I've been the in-country liaison since we've been full-time missionaries in Haiti 3 years ago. And that's how long I've been on the board of Okipe. And I am currently in the States.
Let's just go to Matt right now and ask Matt to introduce himself.
How's it going? My name is Matt Bromley, and I've been hanging out with Okipe since 2011. I currently am on the board and am the treasurer.
And doing an amazing job and a really important job. And at times can be stressful. So thank you so much, Matt, for all you do. We're going to Mackenzie now. And Mackenzie's been with us many years. So yes, Mackenzie, over to you.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and I am from Pennsylvania. And yes, I have been involved with the orphanage since I went in 2008, back before it was Okipe. I went and visited Joy and Dan in Haiti, and Joy is who introduced me. And I am on the board and am assistant to Matt, and also do some donor communications.
Hi guys, I'm Beth Peterson, and I've been known about Okipe since 2008 when I visited, and get to be on the board. And I help work with some of our house mom, like continuing education and just encouragement. So it's awesome to see everyone here.
My name is Lou Davidson. I first visited the orphanage in 2009. As part with a group from Lemonade from the church in Dunfermline. I visited with friends, and we were horrified at the conditions that the children were living in, and we decided that we would look to raise money when we came back to Scotland. And as a result, we formed a Scottish charity which is called Haiti Help, which is a play on the Fife accent. If you're not Scottish, you don't understand it, but in Scotland, if you say you hate to help somebody, it means that you have to help them. So it's a play on words, understood by nobody.
Apart from me.
So Haiti Help is a completely volunteer-run Scottish charity. We've been a registered charity since 2011. The Children's Village is one of the main beneficiaries of all the money we raise. We do other work on Laganav too, but the Children's Village is the main beneficiary of our money. And I am delighted to be on the board and to work with a wider group to help Mme Soliette, because she's a wonderful woman. And she does wonderful things with the very probably difficult amounts of money that we send her. Thank you.
Wonderful. Haiti Help is an incredible charity that's just relentlessly fundraised and supported not only Okipe but many others. So thank you so much to Haiti Help and to Lou. We're going to go to Joy Irvin now.
Hi, my name is Joy. I have been part of the Okipe Children's Village since 2007, and I just do my best to talk to Mme Soliette, kind of be the liaison by phone with her. And it's just a privilege to know her, to know the kids, and thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Joy. Wonderful. And we have another Canadian, our newest member addition to the team is Natalie. So our last but not least, Natalie.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie. I am in Nova Scotia, Canada. My first time meeting the kids at the village was back in 2012, before they were actually in the village, and the only time I visited the village was before they had moved into it. But yeah, so been a part of that since then, and I have started on the board just in January of 2021, so just this year, and I help with social media and communications.
We are still trying to get Mme Soliette joining us from Haiti, as we said at the very start. TIH, this is Haiti, and we adapt and we progress. And so I'm still in faith that she's going to join us at some point during this. And apparently she's prepared the kids to sing us a song. So that would be the treat of all treats if that can happen. If not, we're going to have a wonderful time anyway. So we're going to move over to Joy just now, who's going to share a wee bit about the history. We're going to have Joy and McKin.
So I went in 2008 to visit Haiti and to stay with Dan and Joy. And actually the reason we were going was to go and visit the hospital. We had made some things for the hospital for new moms. And Joy said to us, well, there's this woman that I would like you to meet. And she has some kids that she's taken in. And I think we can go and visit her this week. So Joy took us to see Mme Soliette and in the current house. And I think Amy, I sent some pictures to Amy. I'm not sure if we're going to show those later or now, whenever. But it was a very small house with a tiny little porch, and it had a couple rooms with some mattresses on the floor for the kids. And Mme Soliette really just felt that this was a need, and she wanted to meet the need of the kids on the island of Laganav. And so she took in, I think there was about 40-ish kids when we were there in 2008, and obviously has grown exponentially. You can see these pictures. They had these little stairs too, and they would take their food and all sit on the stairs to eat. And then that is a picture of the outside. I think she called it the Jesus Home for the Children of Laganav. You can see it's right behind that cement wall. And then doing laundry out, that was about the only little bit of yard space that they had. So thinking about that compared to the awesome pictures you see now, it's pretty incredible where she's come from. So that was back before she moved into a bigger house, and then now into the beautiful children's village. So she, it was incredible, her heart for the kids and just the vision that she had for these kids. And that's the beginning. You can see I'll let someone else talk about that. But it was a very cool opportunity that we had. We just, when we came back to the States after meeting Mme Soliette, we thought we have to do something. And we were able to raise some funds and then route them through Joy and Dan and the Wesleyan Church. And then a couple years later, Okipe was formed, and I've been supporting her ever since. So it's been a fun journey to be a part of, for sure.
We're going to go to Joy Irvin now. Thank you. Thanks very much, Mackenzie.
I first met Mme Soliette. In fact, I talked with Mme Soliette this past week, and I said, how do I remember what year it was I met you? And she said, well, it was the 23rd of November, 2007. And I happened to meet her on the street in Asangale, where we lived. And the thing that impressed me when she came to our home the next day for a meeting, she said two things. One was that she had gone to churches in town and to business people in town, and felt like there wasn't the support that she really wanted or needed. And so she decided to come by several other places, and ours was one. The other thing that impressed me that day was that when she came with a manila envelope, and she had all of the documentation that she had already submitted to the Haitian government to become a licensed caregiver of children. And that was so, so impressive. She told us that her heart would break when she came back from university in Port-au-Prince to visit family, and would see children at the dock who were just wandering and seemed to be aimless. And she felt like there were just children who were uncared for. And that's what tugged on her heart to start. The great thing I love about Mme Soliette is that in those years that have gone since then, she has stayed up with government regulations until she now has the children file for each child showing that they are true orphans. She takes no children unless they are orphans. And so it's just a blessing to me to be able to work with her and see her heart in all of this.
It's such a privilege and honor for us to have Joy come back and serve with us on the team. She's just years, many, many years of experience in Haiti, understands the culture way better than I do, and many of us on the team do, having lived out there for so many years. And we just so value your friendship with Mme Soliette, Joy. and your contribution to the team, which is so great. Well, listen, have any of you visited the old orphans house, the old orphanage in the old big brick building? If you have, just pop it in the chat, just say, yep, I've visited it. If you had a photo ready, you can stick that in the chat as well. I think you click on file in the chat. Ralph Anderson has visited, that's amazing, Ralph. And Jimmy Dowds, yep, Jimmy Dowds has visited it. He even taught them gymnastics in there. I remember Amy Vale has been to the house, and Natalie has been, yes. Elma has visited the old orphans village. Caleb Chamberlain, welcome, my friend. Great to see you. Caleb there, you can see him. He and his wife Michelle produced Journey of a Yes, which is a stunning, beautiful documentary, which I hope you've all seen. And if not, go to Okipe Journey of a Yes on YouTube and you'll find it. Lucille Davidson's been to the old one. You could not fail to be impacted. Matt's been to the old one. So we've got a few people. Feel free, if you find an old picture, pop it in the chat, and that'll be great as well. You can't not have visited it and not been impacted. And it's good, you know, to remind ourselves every time that we struggle to pay the bills, or we struggle to fundraise, or we're struggling with the challenges that they're having. It's good to remind ourselves where they've come from and where they are now. And to see them in spacious homes with land and a beautiful play park built by Haiti Help. You know, there's so much for us to be grateful for, which is just so good. Well, listen, I wonder if I could ask, and feel free, if I ask you, and I'm putting you on the spot here, all right? So feel free to say no and tell me to take a Scottish hike if I ask you to share and you but the very first person was Ralph Anderson. And Ralph, if I was just going to ask you to tell us a little bit about, just a couple of minutes, Ralph, maybe 2 minutes, just to tell us about your first experience. If you'd rather not share, Ralph, just say pass or whatever. But if you're happy and confident enough to share how you got involved with the Orphans Village, how did you end up getting there, and what was your experience? Is that okay, Ralph, sir?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, wonderful.
Okay, so I think this is a privilege to be a part of such an incredible group of people that have a heart the way that they have a heart. And I think, so I started with Matt Bromley. So Matt Bromley and I attended the same church. And, you know, when everything happened and, you know, the earthquake happened and we saw the desolation, we were pretty moved. And, you know, it didn't take much to have the organization we were partnered up with to assemble a group of people that had the same or a similar heart for Haiti. As a matter of fact, we had a 5K and it was called Heart for Haiti. And that began this movement in the ministry to go and be a part in some way of how to be a part. When we touched down, we got an opportunity to meet Mme Soliette. And it was at the old house. And, you know, when we looked at it, we heard from her mouth what her vision was and what she wanted to do for the people. We were like, okay, we got to be about this. And, you know, we've made a couple of trips since then to watch and to be a part of and to assist in the ways that we did in helping her. Actually, I think most of it has been on Mme Soliette and the people that she has had around her, and we just pretty much supported that work. But I still have that heart for Haiti. I think about it often, and I can almost not think about it knowing Matt Bromley the way I know him. So,
well, thank you so much for sharing that, Ralph. And listen, on behalf of Mme Soliette and all of us here on Okipe, we are just so grateful for every single person that supports Okipe and Mme Soliette. And what you may feel is small is huge, because not only are we communicating support, but we're communicating love, and that there's people out there. So thank you for your care, concern, and that goes for all of you. You're here today, and that goes such a long way And we want to communicate that to Mme Soliette as well, because she's the one that carries the weight and the responsibility. But we want to communicate that there are people out here that do care. Who are we spotlighting, Beth?
We are spotlighting Ellie Ryan, and
Wonderful.
I'm so grateful she's willing to share.
Okay, wonderful. So Ellie, thank you. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
I've had
great,
some
thank
trouble
you.
with my volume, so good, I'm glad. I went to Okipe, I think in summer 2018, and I didn't know what to expect. That was my first time ever going out of the country, and I was on a team with Beth and Matt and a few other, not the Matt in this call, but Beth's brother Matt, and a few other people from Alive. And immediately when we got at Okipe, it was just so beautiful, of course. It's crazy to walk onto that campus, and it's like immediately just like restful compared to the rest of the island, and I think that has so much to do with what Mme Soliette cares about in her heart. But I think one of my biggest memories from being there is there was this little girl named Sarah, and she was just so spunky, so fun, so giggly, and she was one of the kids that I was so drawn to. And then so after we played with Sarah and with a lot of the other kids, Mme Soliette pulled us aside and was like, I just want to like talk about how far she has come. She was like, just like a few years ago, like I found her in like a pen with animals, and she was like on the verge of like death, and she was like, I took her in and brought her to this place, and like it's crazy to see the transformation of her and Mme Soliette, and just she just wants to give a sense of belonging to those kids, and just through Sarah, like it was so clear to see that like she had felt that, and even like as an outsider coming in, like I remember the church service that we went to one of the Sundays that we were there, like I felt that belonging and that almost like familyhood, and I was an outsider and did not belong there, but like Mme Soliette, the way that she loves those kids and creates that place in the village, gives those kids a sense of belonging and a place of family, and like that compared to everything we had seen on the island before we had arrived at Okipe, it's just so different than anything of what's around them. And so Mme Soliette in her heart is just beautiful, and yeah, I was just honored to be a part, and we were there and just to support and encourage and give extra hands for projects. But yeah, it's so beautiful, and she just gives that to each of those kids. And so when people fund, like it's not just you giving money to build things, like it's to have spaces for kids to feel like they belong, which I just love about her and her vision. But yeah, I was honored to be there. I hope I can go back. It's an amazing place.
Wow, thank you so much, Ellie, for sharing that. I loved what you said at the end there. She gives them a place to belong. And isn't that so true? It's such a beautiful picture, a place to belong. So thank you, Ellie. That was a real treat just to get that update from yourself. Thank you, Beth, for arranging that. We're going to show a short video now. This is called The Village Needs of Mme Soliette. So Natalie, I believe you're going to share this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. It's a little bit grainy, the quality, but it should be enough for you to see and hear.
There are so many great things happening at the Children's Village. First, I want to share the story of Osna. One of the biggest gifts God has given us is education. When you send a child to take the government exam and they receive a grade of 90%, that's really something amazing. Osna has always been first or second in her class. She made 97% on the government exam. She works hard and stays ahead of her class. I can talk about her because she is always interested in school. In the village, she helps care for the younger children by combing and braiding hair. She also does her chores willingly. Secondly, I want to share about the garden. One thing I like about the village is that there is enough space for a big garden and to keep animals. Before Okipe, when friends would ask me what I would really like, I would tell them I want a big space to have a village, a garden, and a place to keep animals. God heard this well, and it is now a reality. In the garden, we currently have melon, moringa, plantains, eggplant, cabbage, peppers, and papaya. We also have tanks with fish that we produce, so we don't need to buy any at the market. All of these items help our budget. We grow what we can, so we don't need to purchase everything at the market. And when there is extra, we sell it in the market on Fridays. Lastly, I want to share about the needs at the village. We have many needs for the Children's Village. There are many things that must be fixed. The electrical system is not working well, and the small generator we have is not capable of running the electrical system. The generator is used for piping water to the roofs for the gravity feed system in each house and to water the garden during the dry season. We also need benches in the school. Many of the children are using plastic chairs which they carry to school each morning and carry them back to the Children's Village after school. There are some repairs which need to be made to the houses, one of which is the cement floor, as it is pitted. There are things we are needing to buy for the 66 children in the village. We are needing some new sheets for the beds, clothing, shoes, and food. During recreation, many of the children's shoes are very worn. It is difficult for a pair of shoes to last an entire school year with children growing. The same is with school uniforms. Again, it is difficult to use the uniforms longer than 1 year. They just wear out. We are in need of backpacks, notebooks, and school books. Many of the children share books in class. We can't do everything at once, but what I see in front of me is that I pray, and God hears my prayer. The dream God gave me in the beginning with the Children's Village and the school, God can help us finish the dream. Just like the village, when it was finished, we used the houses for school during the day and to sleep at night. Now we have the school, and I believe it will be finished with God's help.
Okay, wonderful. I'm just going to hand over to Matt now, who's going to tell us a little bit. Matt oversees our finance for us. So if someone could, there we go, spotlight Matt and unmute Matt.
Hey, there I am. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a quick second and say thank you so much for your amazing support of Mme Soliette and the Children's Village. As we've been saying before, all of us on the board, we're all 100% volunteer, and we have set up Okipe specifically like that so that we can keep all of our overhead costs super, super low. We have very minimal costs, and it comes down to just one software program, some accounting, and some banking fees. And we actually have one person who covers all of those costs for us so that we can have and be able to say and honestly and truthfully say that 100% of every dollar that comes into Okipe from our supporters goes directly over to Mme Soliette. And that's very awesome for us to be able to stand on that principle and be able to know that we can be telling our supporters that they are truly making a direct impact on these kids and on their lives in Haiti. So I get to sit here and I get to say thank you guys so much for everything that you do. It is absolutely amazing, and it blows me away when I see your generosity come through every month. So I just wanted to say that you guys are awesome and that we just absolutely love you. And Okipe would not exist if it weren't for all of your guys' support and the way that you've taken care of these kids over the years. Mme Soliette does an amazing job every month of providing us a budget of how she uses these funds. And I'm happy to say that most of the time we're able to meet her budget, which has been absolutely fantastic. It has been a little bit difficult, I will be honest to say, during these last year and a half-ish of COVID, to be able to find everything that she needs. As the economics have changed drastically over this last year in Haiti, that has been difficult. But praise Jesus, we've been able to just give everything that we can to Mme Soliette and to these kids. And we've been able to watch as your guys' generosity came through month after month after month and have met these needs for these kids. So thank you guys so much for being a part of Okipe. We just love having you, and we're so excited that we get to continue doing our work on behalf of you and your support and everything that you guys do. So thank you.
Tremendous, Matt. Thank you so much for giving us that wonderful update. And we've got another video for you now. This is about the school that Mme Soliette is building. So here's one on the school for you.
Currently, there are 310 children who attend our school. We employ 22 secondary and primary teachers and 4 kindergarten teachers. We are able to help the children in the neighborhood whose parents can't afford to pay for private schooling. We ask all of the children from the neighborhood to pay 10 goods each day, which is approximately 13 cents US. Many of the children are able to pay, but there are some families who cannot even do that. Most of those who can give do so monthly. Most of the children come to school hungry, which results in headaches, stomach aches, and tiredness. You cannot teach children who are hungry. We must feed them a hot meal, so we feed them rice and beans every day. The first reason it is important to have the school at the Children's Village is because private schools are very costly. If we had to pay for our current 66 children to attend a school in the town, we would have less money. The second reason it is important to have our own school is for security. Not necessarily security in the streets, but the danger is for young people from the village to form relationships with other young people who would be a poor influence on them. If there was a pregnancy of a young girl in the Children's Village, the government would close the village. We can keep our eye on all of the children and have more security within the school at the village. My vision for the school is that I would like to advance it further. If we could begin with kindergarten and finish with philo, which is grade 13, the children would not have to leave the school to attend higher grades. Also, the cost of schooling is less if we had all grades at the village than if we had to send children to other schools in town. My vision is that all the school rooms would be finished. There are 4 rooms that need to be finished. Right now, the biggest need are the floors in the school. I don't need ceramic, I just need cement. During the dry season, all of the floors must be watered each evening, which takes almost 20 drums of water, and water is very costly. Okipe would help us to finish the school, and after that, my vision is to have a professional school to teach skills. After children complete secondary school, I would like them to learn sewing, plumbing, electricity, and other things. In this way, when the children leave the village, they will have a skill. If you help children to finish secondary school but give them no skills, you haven't really helped them. We don't have a way to help the children attend university, but if we can teach them a skill, they will be able to support themselves. I have many dreams, and I know we can accomplish all of them one at a time.
Mme Soliette is such an inspiration, and you know, she just started to build that school herself, and used whatever money she could find. And my conviction and my desire this year is to help her fulfill her dreams. That's what we've always been about, is what's the dreams in your heart and how can we support you? And she has a dream to finish this school building so that they've got, as you can hear, she wants cement for the floors. And so you'll be hearing via emails and on social media us raising funds for school. The reason we've delayed it is because we're kind of torn between, we need to raise enough money just to make sure that she can pay the teachers, the food, the daily necessities for washing and cleaning, etc. And that's been such a challenge, as you've heard from Matt, regarding COVID, etc. And so to then start more fundraising for something else, but that's never stopped Mme Soliette. She's ploughed on and she's made an incredible start to this school. She needs cement. She needs some extra money for tables and chairs and things like that to furnish it. And so if rather than me speak a lot about the school, you can go to okipe.org, click on the menu, and there's a tab called School. And in there you see some of the beautiful photos. There's one little quote. She says, "My vision is to build a professional school. After the children complete secondary, I would like them to learn sewing, plumbing, electricity, and other things." She's the expert of her culture. And so she comes up with a vision. We learn, we listen, and we try to support. And so that's what we're trying to do. She's got the vision. She knows what to do. She just needs a
Beth, what do we
feel
do
that
next?
her voice.
Okay, I'm sorry, Aaron. I have Mme Soliette on WhatsApp on my phone. So we're going to do this in a non-conventional way. And I'm going to actually show you my phone on my screen. And so hopefully you all will be able to see. I'm going to do my best to get my phone up here and let you all see. This is Mme Soliette and the children.
Let's all give her a wave, everyone. Thank you, Beth. Hello.
I'm going to make sure she can see you all too. And hopefully she can.
Wonderful. Is she able to share as well, Beth, or is that not going to work?
Beth,
yes.
I'm sorry, if I could just say something to her. I had to turn my phone off because it was giving feedback. So let me just see if she's can see us.
Okay, I will mute myself then.
No, well, I don't have mine on, so don't mute yours. Yeah. Mme Soliette, là? OK, bon, nous prêtes pour si vous capable, est-ce qu'il met un avec vous?
Oui, mettez avec.
OK, ou met dit bonjour et met un capable traduit pour s'il vous plaît. Après ça, Timounio ka chanter.
OK, pas de problème, non, oui. Bonjour avec tout staff Okipe, tout supporter Okipe. Good evening with everybody and the staff Okipe. Oui, madame Pasteur, nous combien bien?
Nous tendons bien, merci. Oui.
Il y a en Haïti, c'est un problème parce qu'en Haïti, nous connaissons un problème Internet là. C'est un bagage qui a pas de problème, c'est ce qui fait que nous ne pouvons pas arriver à monter bonheur. Excuse me for the late, because you know in Haiti there's a problem of the internet.
Yeah, I wonder, Joy, are you able to translate just so we can hear easier?
Sure, I'll translate. Mme Soliette, gele li tapib facile pour me traduire parce que li difficile pour nous tendre met enak. Si vous capable continuer parler, ma traduit pour.
Eh bien, d'accord, pas de problème. Non, oui, je passe. Nous avons installé tout ça là. Nous avons présenté, excuse-nous, auprès des rencontres là, nous pas arrivé à peine pour nous être avant.
Oui.
Avec tout ça, pour nous être
Oui. Mme Soliette is saying good afternoon to everyone, and that she's very, very sorry for being late. There are internet issues on La Guanab, as you can see.
No problem.
Oui, Mme Soliette.
Yeah, et puis, oui, je dis à c'est un grand jour. Nous sentons que nous réjouissons côté que nous sommes capables de parler, et puis pour tout le monde, nous sommes capables de chaque monde qui a travaillé en Haïti, avec ça, faut qu'il y ait, et puis tout l'autre monde qui a supporté Célinato, mais malheureusement, nous sous téléphone, mais nous sommes capables de.
Okay, she says that it's a great day for them, that she can greet all of us, and that the children can actually see us, see the people who work for them and help them. I'm sorry that it's a telephone that they're using, but it's just a great day for them.
Yeah, et puis nous dit chaque monde qui est sous live là, qui a regardé nous, qui attendait nous saluons, et puis nous toujours à prier. Surtout pour tout étranger, amis nous qui vivent aux États-Unis par rapport à des maladies qui traversent le monde là. La prière et nous même pas pour ici, nous prions pour nous.
She says that she's so grateful again to see us, and she wants us to know that they pray for us often, especially with the sickness, the pandemic that's been going around the world. And they pray, the children, and she prays specifically for all of us who are their friends.
Oui, avec tout staff là qui là, nous gagnons staff orphelinat qui là, nous gagnons secrétaire, tout ça, tout le monde. Et puis, moi ouvert pour toute question, si nous avons des questions, nous capables de poser n'importe question, moi disponible pour nous.
She says that the staff are all there. You may not be able to see them, and the children behind her. She said that she's open to answering any questions people may have. And I know we're getting a little short on time. So I think I'll ask the children to sing, and then Aaron, you can take it from there, whether or not we have time for questions.
I think we've got maybe time for one question, and if the children could sing. So the one question was how to share her dream for the school and how it will impact the community in years to come. And then maybe if the children could sing. Yeah, just...
Okay. Mme Soliette, gagnons question. Il y a une question que je t'aurais mieux répondre. Pas longue, mais c'est rêve pour l'école là, et qui j'en rêve ça, qui j'en l'école ça, capable aider communautaire, capable aider voisinage là. Si vous capable de une petite réponse pour ça n'a demandé Timonio pour chanter.
Oui, bon, rêve pour l'école là, parce que nous avons commencé l'école en 2008. Et puis, l'objectif, c'est aider tout le monde qui n'est pas à l'école. Si tous les orphelins viennent dans cette zone, ça, zone bétontique, c'est une zone qui est démunie, qui est vulnérable, c'est qu'on là, nous n'avons pas avancé avec indication, parce que nous avons environ.
Okay, Tanway, keep them disa. She says that the goal, the vision for the school was, especially in the neighborhood where the children's village is, to provide a good school for the neighboring children as well as the children's village. There wasn't a lot of school educational opportunities there. Okay, Mme Soliette.
Oui, difficulté nous gagnons. Et nous retirer l'école là en temps, mais avec Kounia, nous avons pile problème pour des petits l'école là, avec poussière, l'école là pour finir, nous faisons un pile sacrifice pour nous arriver là, pour nous arriver, et puis tout pour nous plus Simon rentrer à l'école, plus Simon apprendre, pour nous désinviter en série de délinquance en Haïti.
Okay, she said that the school is going well. However, they have a lot of difficulties, which you heard in the translation of the video earlier about the dry season and the dust and the need for cement on the floors.
Okay. Comme nous te dit, pas long, pas voulu faire historique là trop long pour parler plus parce qu'on est là, devrait respecter là.
She says, okay, I'll just give a short answer, and I want to respect the hour that we have, and so she'll let the children sing.
Joyce, what we're going to do is, if the children can sing, and then Amy's got a few words, and then that's the official part finished. After the official part's finished, everyone's welcome to either leave or stay for 10 more minutes for questions with Mme Soliette if she's got time to stay on. And so if anyone's got a question for any of the board or for Mme Soliette. So yeah, if she could maybe ask them to sing just now then, and then we're going to hand over to Amy to say the final part. We'll do the official finish, and then anyone who wants to stay on for 10 more minutes, 10, 15 more minutes. Is that okay?
Oui, Mme Soliette, for Aaron te dit que Timunyo kabab chante, après ça, c'est Amy va by quelques mots, et après ça, n'importe qui voulait va ici pour 10 minutes encore, et peut-être ou capable répondre quelques questions dans ça.
Oui, pas de problème, non.
Okay, okay, so si Timunyo ka chante, ça t'a bon.
Oui, nous faisons nous tout à chanter. Allez, non. Vous tendez-nous bien, Madame Pasteur? Nous copiez-nous bien?
Oui, nous tendons bien.
OK. Oui, excusez-moi. Allez, non.
That was just wonderful. That was just,
Mme Soliette.
thank you so much. That was, stay with us, Madame Soliette, and so,
Mme Soliette, nous t'étendons bien. Si vous capable de un petit moment, et Sir Amy va parler.
okay, Amy, over to you to do the final part, and then we're anyone that's got 10 minutes is welcome to stay on for a little bit more of a conversation with Madame Soliette for any questions. So, Amy.
Yeah, so I don't know about you, but that got me a little teary-eyed. That's the reason why we do what we do right there. And so I'm so happy that we were able to get Mme Soliette and the children on the phone. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you for bearing with us through those few technical difficulties. And thank you for just being a part of the village and supporting Mme Soliette. And so I just want to share a few things about how you can continue to support Mme Soliette, or jump on the train if you haven't done so already, and if you feel led to do so. So first and foremost, prayer is huge, and we understand that you might not share the same faith as Mme Soliette, but we believe that prayer is so powerful, and that there's a power beyond us, and that provides all the needs for the village, and God is just so faithful, and He has been throughout the years. And so that would be the first step, is joining us in prayer. And secondly, joining the village financially. So that could look like a one-time donation, or that could look like a monthly donation every month, committing to a certain amount that you would feel comfortable with. We send $6,500 US each month to support Mme Soliette, and she she has a restaurant, and she supports the children in the village much more beyond what we send her. And so unfortunately this month we were a little short in giving, and that is just the reality with the current pandemic. Some people had to drop their support, and we definitely understand that times have not been easy for many people around the world. And so joining the village monthly would give us some stability, and it would help Mme Soliette budget a little bit easier. And thirdly, maybe you want to do a fundraiser, a personal fundraiser. I know for myself, around Christmas time, I do some baking as a fundraiser. Maybe you want to do some baking if that's something that you're passionate about. Maybe you want to do a bottle drive. Maybe you want to do any sort of other fundraiser that you can think of. So that's another way that you could help out Mme. Soliette in the village. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for your support over the years, whether it's been 10 plus years, whether it's been just recently. Thank you again, and thank you for joining us today for our first ever virtual event.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Amy. And thank you all for coming today and joining with us. As Amy was saying, the real need, if you're able to consider joining the village, we'll send an email out in the next 48 hours with some more information. If you would able to give any amount monthly, as you've heard, a little amount of money goes a long way. And so if you're able to join a village, one-off donations are wonderful, and we're grateful to receive those. Maybe something's put on your heart. Maybe you want to buy cement. Maybe you want to buy a generator. Maybe you could fundraise in your church or your community, as Amy has said. Okipe.org, there's a tab at the top called Donate. You can go on there and set up a standing order if that is something you would like to do. It's all there on the website for one-off or for regular monthly giving, and there'll be an email out in the next hopefully in the next few days, just to confirm that. So I just want to say a massive thank you for joining us today. We know time is precious, especially on a Saturday. There's family time, and thank you for giving your time. It's wonderful to see you. If you need to go, thank you, and we'll send you an email. We've got your email details. We'll send you a follow-up email. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll just ask Mme. Soliette a few more questions, Joy, so we can maybe just spotlight Beth and Joy again. And anyone's got a question, just type it in the chat. Amy, you've got a list of questions that came in, so we could maybe take 2 or 3 of those as well. So if anyone's got a question, pop it in the chat or just give us a wee wave. Give us a wee wave and we'll unmute you. And you can ask your question to anybody on the team or specifically to Mme. Soliette. So either pop it in the chat, give us a wave. Also, we've got some questions, Amy, that you can have prepared if no questions come in. These were the questions you submitted when you filled in your RSVP. So anyone got a question, just give me a wave if anyone's got a question specifically. And if Amy can supply one. Okay. Well, we'll give you time. I know what it's like when someone asks you to ask a question, your mind goes totally blank. You're like, so Amy, could you ask the first question from the questions that came in prior?
Yeah, definitely. So the first question, or one of the questions that we received, sorry, is what's been the biggest praise from this past year? What has been the biggest praise from this past year?
Mme. Soliette, question sa di kisana anesa qui te gagne pi bon bénédiction pour na année passée, année ça.
Bon, pi bon bénédiction pour nous, année ça, même les nous qui ont des difficultés en Haïti, mais si moun yo pas malade, parce que longtemps avant nous qu'on en village là, si moun yo te kon malade, avec moment qu'on a, nous pas gen trop de moun qui malade, nous pas gen trop de moun qui pour nous courir l'hôpital, nous pas gen trop gros incident qui qu'on arrivé avant que les nous si moun malade pour courir à l'hôpital ou bien nous qu'on gen n'importe 10 moun qui malade, yon seul épidémie et ça fait que nous te prier bon Dieu pour bon Dieu te garder ti moun yo pour conseiller d'épidémie pas arriver, mais année ça pas gen trop sauf que dans l'économie et puis tout finance, même qu'on ait son problème le monde entier, c'est nous tout cap souffrir si tous les États-Unis, c'est nous-mêmes qui aidons les États-Unis, qui aidons le gouvernement haïtien, pas aidons, pas gen l'autre ressource, vous comprenez?
Okay.
C'est bon, nous pas malades, pas
D'accord. She said that the greatest benediction they've had this year has been that all the children have stayed healthy. In light of previous years before they moved into the village, children's village, she had children who were sick a lot of the time. And then especially this year with the pandemic, there have been no children sick. And even though there have been economic difficulties throughout the country of Haiti, her children have remained healthy and fed. So thank you.
Oui, y a l'autre plus gros bénédiction tout pour naissance, côté que nous avons un rêve de dire, bon Dieu, n'importe gens les faut retirer l'école là en dansant plan par rapport à des petits problèmes nous congènent. Mais nous me sentis content même, il n'est pas fini, il n'est pas fini. C'est toi là qui couvre un bloc, à terre à beaucoup fait, mais me sentis, on Dieu fait nos grâces quand même avec ça.
Well, and she also said that another benediction was the fact that they were able to have the school completely off the children's village into the other land where she was building the school buildings. And even though they're not finished, it was a great blessing to be able to have those outside the children's village itself. So Amy, if you have another question or if another one's come in.
Yeah, if anyone's got a question, just wave your hand, pop it in the chat, and Amy, you could ask another one. Just, does anyone want to wave a question? No, so Amy, you can provide the next one.
Yeah, and people can feel free to unmute their microphones as well and ask the question. But the next question, someone was asking, what does a day in the child's life look like? What does an average day look like for one of the children?
Mme Soliette, si vous capable de nous, qui ça yon jour de yon natimunyo semble? Ça veut dire là yon levé, après ça, qui s'arrive, tout coûte, qui j'en li semble?
Allô?
Oui, ou t'entendez ça, Mme Soliette?
Non, moi pas de tout.
OK. OK. Question t'est posée, c'est pour yon natimunyo na village là, yon jour, qui j'en li semble? Ça veut dire qui ça yon fait là, yon levé, jusqu'à yon dormi?
L'école, il y a l'école à 2h30, il y a mangé, après ça, il y a dormi. Mais dans le moment week-end, vendredi après-midi, samedi, dimanche, il y a pour jouer, il travaille dans le jardin. Si mesdames, tant que demoiselles, il lave la radio, il fait propre.
Bon, she said that in an ordinary school day, they get up, they eat, they go to school, they come home, they study, they go to bed. During the weekends, yo mama especially, oui, m't'entendez ça. She said on the weekends, they all have chores. The young guys all work in the gardens. The girls do laundry, care for the younger children, and they do any studying that they might have left over from the week.
Wonderful.
Okay, Mme Soliette, si on a question cap vini, s'il vous plaît.
So, sorry, what was that, Joy? You want one more question?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll maybe do one more question, and then and Amy, by any means, if you've got anything that you want to say or do. I was thinking maybe one more question, and then maybe Joy, I wondered if you would maybe say a prayer in Creole for Mme Soliette to give thanks for that health through the pandemic and for the reports that she's been given, and to really pray for the needs to be met and for help. We're needing help to get these needs met. So Amy, have you got another final
I see that Lindsay has a question, so we'll open up the floor to Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay. First live question. That's exciting.
Hi, I just bonjour, Mme Soliette. Comment allez-vous? I miss you so much. Sorry. Hello, Joy. I met you briefly from taking off on a boat from your from your house with Matt Smith in 2013. I'm curious, how have the issues in Haiti, have they affected, getting materials and things out to the children's village? How has that been working?
Thank you, Lindsay, for that question. Mme Soliette, Serlin si vle connaît avec tout problème en Haïti Kounia, est-ce que vous avez un problème pour joindre ressources? Chose peut-être besoin de Port-au-Prince, na ville, na Boucla, qui j'en lié?
Oui, après, nous avons un problème pour nous déjeuner des bagages sous la gonave. Après, c'est dans le moment insécurité pour Port-au-Prince, nous vraiment pas aller parce que notre gens ont un problème. Et puis, qui ont l'air nous t'es pile pour nous aller cahier, c'est bloqué nous pas parce que souvent c'est à cahier, non, mais pour la gonave, non, c'est utilisé.
Okay, merci, Mme Soliette. That broke up a bit, but she did say that during the most difficult times, it is a problem getting things from Port-au-Prince. And there have been times when things have been, resources have been low on La Gonave. But she said each time that they really, really needed something, God has provided.
Is that okay, Lindsay? Did that answer? Is anything more you want to follow up on, or is that okay?
No, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being brave. Our first ever virtual live question. That was great. Joy, could you just translate this to Mme Soliette for us?
Yes.
Mme Soliette, thank you for joining us.
Mme Soliette, for Aaron, a parler Kounia, et lui dit merci que vous capable venir avec nous aujourd'hui.
We know you've had a tough year.
Nous connaissons que vous avez gagné une année qui difficile.
But we thank you for your love.
Nous remercions pour l'amour.
For your sacrifice.
Pour sacrifice.
For your hard work.
Et pour travail que vous faites chaque jour.
For your faithfulness.
Pour gens fidèles.
Your commitment.
Et gens au comité, gens au travail fidèlement.
Your dedication.
Et dédication que vous gagnez à cœur.
And you love every child like a mother.
Et gens gagnent l'amour pour chaque petit monde comme une maman.
We're all very proud of you.
Et nous gagnons à cœur nous.
Very grateful for you.
Et nous disons merci.
You teach us all so much.
Ou enseigne-nous en pile.
And it's our privilege, every one of us,
et c'est privilège nous
to support you
pour aussi pour
in any way that we can.
Na chaque gens nous capable faire ça.
We admire the work you do.
Nous regardons le travail au fait.
And in the kingdom of God,
et dans le royaume bon Dieu,
looking after children.
Okipe timunyo
is one of the most significant and important things you can do.
C'est un bagage qui plus important
is one of the most significant and important things you can do.
Et c'est un qui bagage qui plus important que un monde capable faire.
So it's our joy from all of us at Okipe.
Et na chaque un qui na Okipe, c'est joie nous.
To work with you and support you.
Pour travailler avec vous et pour aussi support.
Thank you.
Merci.
Maybe Joy, would you pray in Creole just to give
oui,
thanks?
Yes. Et Mme Soliette m'a prié na Creole. Bon Dieu, na ciel là, Papa nous remercions aujourd'hui que vous là avec nous et vous là avec Mme Soliette na Haïti. Et malgré ça, t'es un pile difficulté ou toujours là avec nous. Et nous prions, bon Dieu, na ça, que vous va bénédiction pour chaque timon, pour Mme Soliette, pour chaque maman na chaque caille, pour chaque jardinier, pour chaque monde qui travaille dans le village là, chaque professeur dans l'école là, que vous va aider yo. Bon Dieu, nous capables tout ça yo manqué. Et nous prions dans le nom de Jésus-Christ que vous capable bay chaque bagage que vous besoin. Na terre sur l'école et l'autre chambre qui peut fini. Et nous, un nouveau réchaud que vous besoin et électricité et tout bagage que tout besoin vous gagne. Nous prions que bon Dieu nous connaît que pas rien qui est difficile pour vous. Et nous voulons dire merci d'avance pour ça qu'on a fait et ça qu'on va faire. Nous prions que vous va by Mme Soliette et tout le monde qui travaille, la santé et tout le monde témoignage qui n'importe ça vous avez besoin. Nous prions tout ça dans le nom de Jésus-Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Joy, and thank you, Mme Soliette. Amy is the chair, and Amy, I'll just hand over to you to finish or say anything, give you the last word, and whatever, any way you want to end it. Thank you, everybody.
Sure, yeah. Again, just thank you so much for your support over the years and even for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it as board members to know that we have people behind us all around the world supporting Mme Soliette and helping us reach her goals and her dreams and her visions for the children of Lagana, Haiti. And so again, a huge thank you. And if you ever have any questions for us or Mme Soliette, you can always reach out to us through our Facebook page, through our email address, and we are always happy to answer those questions that you may have. So again, thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Thank you so much, everyone. I wondered, Amy, if the Okipe team, the leadership team, could stand for 5 minutes just to brief. I wonder if that's okay. But everyone else,
yeah.
With your love and appreciation, thank you so much for joining us.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
All the children for your patience as well.
Merci, Mme Soliette. Ma parle avec Kupita.
Thanks for being here, everyone.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for joining us. Christina, thank you for smiling and supporting.